Hello and welcome to Lightning in a Bottle. I'm your host, Pastor Romel Dwayne Moore Sr., pastor of Kingdom Convoy Church. Today we're going to continue teaching from some great insight in my book of Revelation of Eve. You can find it on my website, kingdomconvoy.com, or in paperback on Amazon, Audible, and Kindle. We're coming out of page 16 today. And we're dealing with help me. When God said, it is not good for man to be alone, I'm going to make him a help meet. Now in the King James Version, it's help, M-E-E-T. And it means a lot more than just a helper. When God thought of woman, when he thought of a wife or man, he was thinking a lot more than someone who would just help him. All right, so that's what we're going to dig in today. So page 16, it says, the Hebrew word for helpmeet is ezer, meaning to aid, help. But it comes from another word meaning to surround, protect, encircle. Okay? So this is what God was thinking of when he said it's not good for man to be alone. I'm going to make someone, let's look at the meaning in the Hebrew, who will not only help him, but surround and protect, encircle him. I want you to think about that. When he thought of woman, when he thought of the wife for man, he said, I want to create someone who will not only be equal to and be able to help and assist him with the mandate that I've given him to be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue, and have dominion over the earth. But he said, a little deeper, I want her to be able to surround him, protect him, encircle him. That's kind of deep, all right? And so, to give you a better idea of this, to give you a visual of what that may look like, I use the analogy from the Twilight series. So I'm still on page 16. In the final episode of the Twilight series, the female star Bella was turned by her vampire husband. And with her change, she inherited a special power that was to be her husband's shield. As a shield, anytime her husband was in danger, like in the final battle, Bella would be able to project herself wherever he was and be a force field to hedge about, protect, defend, encircle him. This was one of God's intentions when he thought of Eve for Adam. As the head of the house, the priest, the provider, the protector, and the prophet, man's function has great responsibility. Each time a man leaves his house, there is a world of temptation, deception, greed, carnality, backlash, and every conceivable trap of the enemy waiting on him to bring him down in order to disrupt the house and God's mandate for that family. A wife is supposed to be a shield, a force field, an impenetrable first line of defense for her husband. In order for Satan to get to Adam, he would now have to go to Eve because she was created to encircle, surround, and protect him as his helpmeet. Adam was now invincible. So the only choice Satan had was to first distract Eve, the shield, the force field, the helpmeet, and it would automatically render Adam vulnerable. Adam's love for Eve was so great that when the enemy was able to deceive Eve, Adam intentionally chose to eat from the forbidden tree in order to cover and protect Eve. All right? Now, as you can see, it's pretty windy today, but it feels good. So, I wanted to talk about this part in the book, Help Me, because remember, Paul said for concerning the marriage and the relationship between the husband and the wife, he said, submit one to another as unto the Lord. Okay? And so we naturally understand the protective role of the man because we're bigger, we're stronger, and we can physically defend our wife and our home. And we understand the man to be the provider, the priest, the prophet, and the protector of his home. But based on the Hebrew meaning of the word help me, God's original intent when he made the woman, it was a protective assignment also. Now, of course, she's not there to physically defend the man, but the intuitive powers, her emotions, her ability to protect as a wife and a mother, to discern the enemy's plans, and to have a panoramic view of what is happening, what's coming from the enemy to her house by the Spirit of God. This is what God put on the inside of the woman to protect her man in her house. And so this is what help me means. And we can no longer use a devalued definition and assignment of just a helper. Anybody can help you, but the level of competency and ability to help the husband design within the creation of the woman is profound. And I've said this before. I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. No one can cover, intercede for, and protect the husband better than his own wife, because she's bone of his bone, flesh of his flesh, the same DNA, and within her assignment as a wife from heaven, God pre-installed the ability to protect him like no one else. And so I wanted to dig into this because men, we need to know that our wives isn't always coming from a place of insecurity or a place of jealousy. A lot of times, her Inspector Gadget skills, her ability to be concerned and overly concerned from our perspective, it has all to do with how God created her to be that force field, that protective shield, not for everybody else, but for you. The protective shield to protect you, not to get in your business And not even though if you're married, you don't have any business. All the business is you guys' business. But to protect your house, to protect your life, to protect your anointing, to protect your mandate, to protect your very livelihood. God put that in her when he said, it's not good for you to be alone, but I'm going to make you a helpmeet, someone that would protect, defend, and encircle you. This comes from heaven. This is a heavenly gift. This is a heavenly assignment. This is a heavenly mandate. He didn't give that to her for the community. He did not give that to her for the nation. He gave that to her for you. God bless you.